It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Moda Center, the place, and the Portland Trailblazers will be on their home floor as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they know it's always tougher winning on the road, facing a solid team, but one with weaknesses. They'll look to take advantage and steal the win. And tonight, we'll get a look at former #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Great size and athleticism. Kenny, in your mind, will he ever be a superstar?
Oh, well, it's a chance. We know he could score. His defensive intensity hasn't always been up there, and I think if he improves his ball handling skills, that will take him over the top.
No, he's got to do more than one thing to be a superstar in this league. I think he has the tools to be great, but does he have the will?
Ooh, very interesting question. Very deep, Shaq.
Very deep.
Yeah. Anyway, now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. You look at Portland. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
And they've battled these guys to 1 win and 1 loss. It's been really an intriguing matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing how the third chapter plays out.
Yeah, Greg, it's been a fun back and forth between these teams this season. I only see it heating up a little bit more here tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Well, Chris, some teams already realize a championship just is not going to be in their future this season. How should those kind of teams approach the rest of the season?
Give your best.
Right, yeah.
Give your all. We're competitors. This is the NBA, the greatest league in the world, the greatest basketball players assemble. And so, one, you have to respect the game. You have to respect the monotony. You have to respect the work. You have to respect the travel. And you have to be thankful, by the way. And when you put all that together, you go into your job and you do the best. Focus on getting better every day. And there's a good chance that you will.
And making sure that you give the fans what they're paying for.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you don't entertain the fans, hey, something's wrong with you. If you can't have fun with 20,000 screaming fans and the kids with their popcorns and all the stuff going on, if you don't remember what it's about, Kev, you kind of lost your mojo already.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Lillard coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Chris, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever be accused of lacking confidence. He'll tell you about how great he is all the time.
And that isn't a knock. I mean, all top NBA players need to believe that. Lillard has said he feels he deserves to be all NBA. Sometimes it just feels like he's looking to be disrespected just so he can use it as motivation during the season.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the paint. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Aminu. Buries the long-range jumper. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And over his career, Aminu really has improved his three-point shot. I mean, the defense has to honor.
And Al Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Teague against Lillard. Here's Sharch.
Just terrific at being a pest on defense. It's evident Aminu wants to shut down whoever he's guarding.
Hood on the wing, defended by Covington. Back to Hood. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hood's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Teague, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu.
He's good at leaping up to block shot, Kevin. I mean, Aminu's vertical leap helps him big time on the defensive end.
Shot clock at 2. Teague. Poke loose.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
Passes to Nurkic. Kicks it to Hood. Lillard outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Teague can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Towns. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Wiggins. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. It's McCollum on the wing. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Lillard against Teague. 13 feet away. And that one's good. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wiggins outside. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. Andrew Wiggins, 3rd.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah. This is the kind of active defense that these guys play. It requires a lot of stamina. They don't have an off switch. They're all effort all the time.
Pass to Lillard. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. He's got 9.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close, and he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
So for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Jake Layman subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Rose, he's checked in for Minnesota. Tyus Jones comes in for T.
Last year was a season of up and down for the Blazers. I mean, when you think about it, they won their division title for just the second time since 2000, 3rd overall in the West, but were blindsided by the Pelicans and swept in the first round.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. Trying to find Covington, gets it to him. Towns finds Jones. Covington wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there. And that first-round exit for the Blazers really overshadowed, Chris, the good they accomplished in the regular season.
And that's a shame because they had a fantastic year overall as a group. They had a late-season surge in March to secure the division and 3rd in the West. They don't necessarily have the talent of other teams. They're in a small market, but those are the breaks in the NBA. I'm sure this group will be out with a chip on their shoulder because of it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. A shot off that time, and Minnesota now the other way. Covington with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 1st in three-point field goal percentage, 6th in rebounding, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Now here's McCollum after Enes Kanter's miss. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Minnesota making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Dang in for Robert Covington. Rose against McCollum. Now the pass to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Excellent D that time from Jones. Timberwolves trail by 5. Dang looking it over. To the left wing. Jang the pass to Jones. Shoots over Lillard. Jones, no luck. Portland leading by 5. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McCollum against Rose. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
The burst, the tight handles, all of it makes Derrick Rose one tough cover defensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach?
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity. Meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3-a-days during training camp, as opposed to the Sacramento later in my career. It would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Collins, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot's good by Gibson. Portland with the ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did in that one.
Oh, yeah. Once they started hitting, it was like an avalanche, even as the defense extended farther and farther out.
Curry can't get it to go. And the Timberwolves call timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And so it's Dang bringing it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Jones kicks to Rose. Pass to Jang. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Minnesota now. Jones against Curry. Jones finds Gibson. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Kicks it out to Jones. Rose up on top. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And the rejection by Collins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Portland leading by 5. And here is Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Minnesota again turning it over. Puts it up off the inbound. He lays it in. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Right side Rose. Outside Gibson. He kicks it to Jones. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Dang can't get it to go. Portland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Layman pass to Collins. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Cantor. Rebound by Jang.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Collins. Aminu comes in for Cantor. Rodney Hood subbed in for Layman. Minnesota also with the sub. Saric has checked in for Gorgui Dang. Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That's tipped. Baseline jumper. No good from Gibson.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And with Jusuf Nurkic, the Bosnian center, he's so aggressive on the floor, he can be a fantastic player.
And fans always want more from Nurkic. I mean, they see the flashes of what he can do when he's active and aggressive. Nurkic himself knows that this is the case with him, and it's something he's trying to iron out.
Here's Jones. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Dang gets a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Aminu against Šarić. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Nurkic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Rose scanning the floor. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Pass to Jones. They need this one. No good that time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. And it's Šarić in at the 3 spot. Now here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Gibson. On the wing, Wiggins. Second chance shot. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Harkless, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Curry. High post, Nurkic. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Wiggins. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Towns at the elbow. Towns is doubled. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And the dunk is always the king of the highlight reel. We know it comes easy if you're 6'10" or bigger. But, Chris, there are little guys who can get up there and slam it down hard, too.
Well, I'll tell you what, Westbrook absolutely scares me when he dunks the ball because Westbrook thinks he's 7 foot tall and tries to dunk like it every time. So I love watching him attack the rim and How about Dennis Smith Jr.? His miss in the dunk contest last year was one of the most exciting dunks I've seen in a long time. It was. Eric Bledsoe, Terry Rozier. I mean, these guys, they attack the rim fearlessly, and they're going to posterize you if you're a big fella and sleeping on their hops.
The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
That free throw good from Aminu.
Well, at this point of his career, Aminu knows who he is, an effective two-way player who likes being a glue guy.
Outside, Towns. To the middle. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Here's Teague, and it's sent back by Lillard. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Here's Wiggins. Here's Towns in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And it's Hood in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Sinks the triple.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Teague against Lillard. Inside, here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And he's good on the second. Now Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Five on the clock. Pulls it up. Portland grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 12.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
And stolen by Lillard. To the paint, here's Aminu. It's good. And now an 11-point Portland lead.
Such a strong player. Even when Aminu gets knocked around, he finds a way to score.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Hood. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Cantor comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Jake Layman subbed in for Rodney Hood. Now here's Teague. And Zhang kicks to Wiggins. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Basket counts. He's got 10.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Lillard against Teague. McCollum fires from way outside. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got 8 rebounds in this game. McCollum against Wiggins. Teague bounce pass. The feed to Zhang. Teague the pass to Zhang. It's deflected. There's the triple. Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Now that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. The pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's a hand on it, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Lillard finds McCollum. Wiggins outside. Pass to Zhang. Towns wide open. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Luol Deng is checked in for Towns. Rose comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. Trailblazers on D, leading by 12. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zhang. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Portland, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Lillard with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Shoots from the elbow. Kept alive. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Collins.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside, Jones kicks to Zhang. Rose against Lillard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Rose has got his second basket of the night. Portland leading by 11. Lillard bounce pass. McCollum fires from way. Look at that shot! How did that go in? Oh!
I don't even get it. What just happened?
Outside Rose. The kick out to Deng. Trying to get open is Zhang. That's good from Deng on the assist by Rose. Deng's got his first 3 points of the game.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
The shot by Layman, no good. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, Anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center, and I pull you to one end, and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same, and I believe that coaches should teach great skill set: shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot, behind the lane.
That one misses for Jones. Trailblazers leading by 7. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Passes it to Gibson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Enes Kanter. Averaging 13 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Curry. 9-point game his last outing. Takes a 3. The shot by Layman, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Harkless with the steal. Layman kicks to Harkless. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Slowly but surely, Mo Harkless has transformed into a legitimate floor stretcher with his shooting.
He used to shake your head when you would take threes early in his career. I mean, he shot 40% for the first time from deep last season, Harkless. I mean, that's something that's clicked over the shot, and it's made Harkless a much more impactful forward.
Good on the shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second. And Turner kicks to Kanter. Back to Turner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love the inside game of Turner. He's not the biggest guy, but that doesn't stop him from capitalizing any close to the bucket.
Gibson with it. Kanter covering. Okogie, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Curry against Rose. Here's Turner. Minnesota with the rebound. Fires from the wing. Another shot, and the rejection by Collins. And he's able to get it back. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Šarić.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. It's Turner, high post. Šarić is there. Back to Turner. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Poked away. Gibson with the steal.
don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
No question. It's not easy to be patient, but you really don't want to give up an extra possession.
He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the breakup. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Rose against Curry. Here's Rose. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Portland out in front. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, when Damian Lillard gets hot, it's not like most guys. He gets in a can't-miss zone where he completely carries his team. And on the other side, there's really no defense adjustment that you can really do to counter that.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Hood in at the small forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And Lillard gets it to go.
We're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Towns. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Now here's McCollum to the middle. Nurkic can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Teague kicks to Towns. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's McCollum for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Goes back up. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Lillard's got 17.
Look, the jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
And Teague has it in the corner. Back to Saric. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Teague. For the tie. That's tipped. McCollum against Wiggins. And it's McCollum off the drive. It's not going to go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 4-3. Covington kept alive. No good that time. Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum from Teague. 3-point land. No good with the triple.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
A nice shot by Teague.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him. Taking a look at some stats for Andrew Wiggins. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5, and the shot goes in. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Shooting 1.
And the more we see from McCollum in the NBA, the more his edge, Chris, comes out game after game. He is a fiery competitor.
Well, I love that McCollum will get right in the face of the opposition and talk right back. I mean, he backs up what he says with this game, so why not? It's rare to see a hard-nosed guy like McCollum play with such an edge.
Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. First in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
Oh, you can't let Sarri get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
And it's Aminu in the corner. Over Saric. Here's McCollum. Out to Hood. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Towns dishes to Teague. Back to Towns. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. The Trailblazers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Lillard misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Covington for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Covington's got 6.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Jake Layman's checked in for the Trailblazers. Minnesota also with the sub. Zhang's checked in.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Now here's Teague. He has 5. Covington kicks to Towns. And Teague has it in the corner. Shoots over Lillard. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Lets it go from 14. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 4. In the corner, it's Zhang. Back to Wiggins. The 15-footer, good. He has 6. Portland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Lillard looking around. Clock at 4. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. A 3-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 11 points.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Collins checked in for Nurkic, and it's Cantor in for Jake Layman. Derrick Rose is checked in for Minnesota. Zhang inside. He's against Cantor. Zhang, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 5. With the shot. They grab their own miss. Here's Cantor. Count it. Cantor's got his second basket.
I'm sure he loves that matchup. He gives him a big size advantage now, though.
Here's Rose. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. He kicks it to Covington. There's the pass to Towns. The 11-footer. Zhang finds Towns. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Over Cantor. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rose.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
And the basket by McCollum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Minnesota shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the field. Lillard against Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
McCollum against Wiggins. Collins wide open. He fires. But they recover it. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Over Zhang. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Cantor. 15 points for C.J. McCollum.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Rose against Lillard. Rose in the post. He's got 8. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Portland. Curry comes in for Damian Lillard. Taj Gibson's checked in for Minnesota. Bang comes in for Robert Covington. Now, here's Collins. 5 points in the game. McCollum kicks to Hood. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Wiggins, and the rejection by Collins. An even 3-on-3 break. Curry wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Curry's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rose finds Dang. And here is Gibson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Trailblazers in second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Gibson.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
And Jang gets it to go.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Here's McCollum. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Gibson. He's got 5. Back to Rose. Six on the shot clock. Rebounded by Hood.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Collins. Kicks to Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Wiggins against McCollum. Here's Curry with the 3. But they'll get another chance. Outside Hood. To the inside. McCollum. Wiggins with some nice D.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Cantor. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Rose against McCollum. Rose dishes to Wiggins. 1:14 left here in the 3rd quarter. Kept alive, Minnesota.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Back to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Gibson lays it up and banks it in. Gibson's got 7.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Wiggins against McCollum. Passes it to Cantor. McCollum kicks to Hood. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. Wiggins with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And yes, it's good. Tang's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they were moving.
From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 8-point game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, Taj Gibson is out there with Sharch. Then there's Teague, and it's Rose, and it's Bates Diop in at small forward. The Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Teague, the pass to Gibson. Teague against Lillard. Pass to Rose. This one for three. Rebounded by Hood. Portland leading by 10. Feeds to McCollum. Back to Hood. A three ball. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's Rose on the assist by Teague. Teague's got his 6th assist on the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
McCollum, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Teague feeling it out a bit. The pass to Rose. Down low, just 5 on the clock. And Sharch kicks to Rose. Knocks down the 3 ball. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And that one, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Insane body control from Lillard. Remarkable at scoring in traffic.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Teague finds Sharch. Over to the left wing. Here's Bates Diop. By Hood. Shot from 12. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
McCollum against Rose. To the left wing. Nobody near Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Down low, it's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rose passes to Sharch. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
But you got to respect the interior game with Sark. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
McCollum kicks to Hood. Gibson against Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. Over Rose. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 19 points for C.J. McCollum.
I like how McCollum works in his in-between game. Finds a way to get involved from his spot.
Here's Teague, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Teague.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Lillard finds McCollum to the middle. Takes it from 10. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Covington passes to Towns. The kick out to Teague. Back to Towns. Passes it to Covington. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Misses off the right iron.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
A 3 from McCollum. Knocked loose.
I mean, with all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around your neck. I mean, somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Inside, Lillard takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lillard's got 26 points. Here's Teague. Outside Rose. Right side Towns. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Towns has got 11 in the second half.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
And Lillard gets it to go.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
T kicks to Saric. A 3-pointer, no good.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
Kicks it out to McCollum. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Back to McCollum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Always got to keep an eye on McCollum. When he's sinking shots left and right, the D knows they're in trouble.
McCollum against Rose. Outside, Towns. No good on the triple. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's in there. And that's now 6 points for Rodney Hood.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Towns. Nurkic with the steal. Good on the wing. McCollum against Rose. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
But yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Wiggins is checked in for Rose. Now here's Wiggins. Here's Towns. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Towns has got 25 points in the game. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard outside. He kicks to Nurkic. Wiggins against McCollum. Pass to Hood. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Covington. Hood can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 10. Covington dishes to Wiggins. It's tipped. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now here's Teague. Towns kicks to Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. McCollum against Wiggins. McCollum with the ball. Outside Hood. He dishes it to Nurkic. Towns with the steal. Lillard against T. Here's Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Hood, and it's Seth Curry in for C.J. McCollum. And he makes both free throws. Trailblazers leading by 8. Now, here's Lillard. To the inside. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Jacks up a 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Now, here's Teague. And that one's good. Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Curry against Wiggins. Curry finds Nurkic. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Curry. Portland with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. They grab their own miss, and Lillard kicks to Cantor. Over Saric. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Now here's Teague. Here's Towns, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hood. Minnesota with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Wiggins inside the line. Rebounded by Hood. Trailblazers leading by 11. Kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nurkic. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. And here is Teague. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good. And so Teague with the assist.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
Teague against Lillard. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And he overshot that one, missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Saric, that's good.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 6-point lead. And Lillard gets double teamed. Shot from 12. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. And he tried to pep them up. He said, look, nobody said this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew they weren't going to back down or go away. So if we want this game, we got to take it from them. A lot of fire from Coach during that speech, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Now here's Curry. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Portland.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left in the game. Covington passes to Jones. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Three-pointer, good, and the assist goes to Towns. Aminu against Saric. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Jones kicks to Saric, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Saric. Back to Jones. 4-3. Covington off on that one. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.